Hey guys! So I'm here for my postpartum week 2 and 3. I still have not gotten my delivery video done. There's so many clips, I just haven't had time. We just got back from vacation. I'm still trying to get Presley on a schedule and life's hectic. As you can imagine, if you have a kid, you know life's hectic. Sorry. That's how I feel. Oh, that's how I feel. I want to cut all my hair off. It's really bugging me and I can't stop playing with it. That's exactly how I feel. But, so yeah, as you can tell, life's hectic right now. If you have kids, you know today she is 3 weeks old. So that's crazy to me. 3 weeks have gone by slow and fast. So I guess last time we talked, I had just gotten done with my first week of Patrick being at work, I believe. And, I mean, I told him we're never going to have another baby in December because we went to Callaway for vacation and we just got back Friday and New Year's was yesterday. So, everything has been so crazy. And I told Patrick we're never going to have another kid in December because it's just been crazy. The one thing I did like about having a child in December is Patrick got extra vacation time because of the holidays that felt like his own maternity leave kind of. So I really liked that, but we were family the whole time. I love going to Callaway. It's with his family. It's my favorite. I love it. But everyone was holding Presley and I get so nervous. I'm like, okay, did everybody wash their hands? Are we going to have germs? Are we going to have a problem? Because she's brand new. I don't want her getting sick. The doctor said don't bring them around crowds. It's very nerve-wracking. And also she slept the whole time everyone held her. So nights were awful. Well, his mom would try and help and stuff. But I wanted to try and get her to sleeping in her crib. And she just wasn't having it. So that was hectic and I was very tired the whole trip, and not to mention I still didn't feel 100% because I was only 2 weeks postpartum, or I was in my second week, so it only been a week and a half. I was in my second week, so I was still leveling out. I'm still leveling out. My emotions are still all over the place. Right now at week 3 I kind of feel like I'm never going to be normal again, which I know is a lie, and I know come week 4 I'll feel so much better, but right now I just kind of feel like I'm never going to stop having to wear a pad, or the weight's never going to go away, or I'm just never going to feel comfortable again, and I'm really sore from the stitches. I don't know if the stitches are still there. It's really hard to tell. I tried to have Patrick look. He couldn't really tell, but I did get a stitch up near, and I'll talk about this in my delivery thing, but up near my, I think it's, how do I say this right? Labia? Anyways, up where you pee, I have a stitch. I didn't know you could tear there. But burns when you pee. She stitched it really well because it really doesn't burn when I pee, but she said it could if she didn't take her time and do it properly. But that's irritating me the most, and I feel like right now at 3 weeks they're my stitches are dry and pulling is kind of what it feels like. I don't know if that's normal. I don't remember that with Aiden. With Aiden and her, I had a 1 degree, so nothing big and nothing bad, but the one up front just feels very weird, and so I'm still scared to wipe, so I'm still irrigating with the squirt bottle and dabbing. So not the most attractive, not the most fun, and going to the bathroom's a chore. This is probably going to be all over the place because that's how my mind is lately. I can't talk or think or anything like that. So to jump back to the holidays, so yeah, everyone was holding her. Well, we got home and she started sleeping better, but she's also having reflux. So come week 2, Presley started her reflux, and that has been crazy because I have to hold her for 20 minutes to half an hour right after I feed, and she gets the hiccups if you lay her down right away and spits up, and it's sad, and you can tell she's in pain. And thank goodness we have a doctor appointment tomorrow because they wanted us to come in while we were on vacation, because I did call them and I said, listen, we're all the way in Callaway, I can't really come in. She goes, well, you should be fine, just do this and this, which was the holding her up, which I was already doing anyways. So that's been interesting. Nighttime seemed to be worse with the reflux. But we're trying to keep her up during the day more so that night times go a lot better. The last 2 nights have been great. They've gone a lot better. She wakes up every 2 to 3 hours, but that's better than before where she was awake the whole time, or I couldn't put her down and she wouldn't stop crying, because that's kind of what the reflux was bringing. So yeah, the trip was crazy. We're just now getting back into regulating a routine and trying to get it going, but however, it was New Year's, so yesterday we were at Patrick's parents' house till past her bedtime. Tonight is the football games, so we're going to be at my parents' house celebrating and watching the Georgia game, and it's a lot. And like with these holidays, it has been boom boom boom, like one thing after another. There's always something going on, so I haven't really gotten a routine down, nor have we been home enough for me to get a routine down. So that's been frustrating, but yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll make it happen. Hopefully this week we get something going. However, this week Aiden starts school on Wednesday. My in-laws are like blessings because they offered to have him spend the night and take him to school, and then I just pick him up because we still haven't established a routine in the morning. And she was like, if Presley has to feed, you don't want to be in line with a screaming baby, or if you don't have time. And since we don't really have anything set in stone yet, she's like, let's just help you for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's not a whole week, it's just because he's just there for 3 days. And then that gives you another week to get a routine established. So that was a blessing that they're going to do that. So I'm so thankful of that. So that will be happening this week. Again, today is Monday, New Year's Day, the 1st. So happy New Year's. Welcome 2018. But yeah, postpartum, I'm just kind of, I can hear her crying. Oh, my milk drops. I told you this video is going to be all over the place. I didn't write anything down. I'm slacking right now. But I can feel my milk drop. It's weird. Like, they kind of said you'd feel it, but it feels like icicles, like going all the way down, like dropping. It doesn't feel great. It doesn't hurt. It's weird. It's weird. So I've been reading where, like, I guess babies feed for 20 minutes on like each side, or like 40 minutes total. She does about like 5 and 5, or like 10 and 2. And she's all over the place. So I need to talk to a doctor about that because I'm worried about my milk supply. I haven't pumped. I might go pump today because I want to keep my supply up, and I don't know, since she's just breastfeeding, like how that's going. I'll freeze the milk. I don't want to give her a bottle yet. I did give her a passy for reflux and to help with that, and that seems to be helping. Why a passy is because it gets some swallowing, so they're swallowing that spit up that could be coming up instead of swallowing soothing, but that's just kind of what I read. So, but it's helped. The pacifier has helped, so that's great, especially when she's super fussy. But I do worry about my supply. But yeah, I can feel my milk come in, and then like one boob seems to have better release in milk supply than the other one. I don't know if that's normal. That nipple also is easier for her than this one, and this one hurts more than that one does. So like my nipples are different too, which is very weird. It's a lot of adjusting at this point in time, and like I feel like I'm constantly like a milk supply because every like hour and a half to 2 hours. She rarely goes 3 hours. So every hour and a half to 2 hours, I'm like, all right, it's feeding time. I feel like we just fed, feeding again. That's how I feel, and I'm tired. And like, if I didn't put makeup on today, I have a little bit on. I had like these black circles all under my eyes and all around, and I don't really get bags, but I have them. I never feel like I'm going to sleep again. That's just kind of how I'm feeling. So it's a lot of adjusting at this point in time. My weight stayed around 145, which is because the holidays, so like there's a lot of cookies around, and I love cookies. So I have not been really watching what I eat, just because, one, people are making food for us, so I really don't have much of a say. to, I mean, there's sweets everywhere because Christmas just happened and New Year's is here. So, I did go grocery shopping. Well, by I mean my mom went grocery shopping for me because she's great. I just gave her our money. I made a list and I said, can you go get it, please? Because she is eating every hour and a half. I can't make a grocery trip in an hour and a half. So, and I was going to do Amazon Fresh, which I've mentioned before. However, I don't really like their fruit when they pick fruit. So I just asked my mom if she would go. And we're trying to do 30 Days of Healthy Living starting today, which I've done okay on, I guess, so far. So, still adjusting. I told you this is all over the place. Oh my gosh. I can tell this is a hot mess. You know, when things are going to a train wreck and you can't stop it. I can't get my mind on track. So I guess it's part of postpartum too. Like, I feel like everything's all jumbled in there, so everything comes out all jumbled. And I just don't feel great about myself, and that's been hard. Like, today I cried and I was really frustrated, and like I kept stepping on things, and the house is not clean because we just got home and we're still unpacking and doing laundry, and I'm frustrated. I'm very frustrated, and I just cried. And my husband, he's great. I'm like, my hormones are still all over the place. He goes, I know. And he goes, you're beautiful. And I'm like, I don't feel like it. Like, I feel huge, and nothing fits right, and I have to wear pads, and that's annoying, and they're not comfortable, and when my stitches don't feel comfortable. I don't know if it's like phantom stitch pain, but I still feel achy there. Going to the bathroom has still been very hard. I have been taking a stool softener, Colace, because it's the one that's recommended for pregnancy and breastfeeding that is not addictive. It's just what I heard. I'm not a doctor. And that's what my doctor recommended me taking. So that is what I'm taking. Because I have hemorrhoids. So yes, so on top of feeling all this, I have hemorrhoids, so I don't want to poop. So I am taking the stool softener. It's really attractive. Like, my life lately is so attractive. God, it's just a hot mess. I can't even think of anything. That might be it. That might be all I have to say. I'm using an app for I did want to talk about this for my breastfeeding. It is called the Baby Tracker, and I'll open it for you guys. Oopsie, I've still got time going. Whoops. So what it does is it has like nursing, changing diapers, sleeping, pumping, things to record time-wise. So like if I hit the nursing one, it tells you where you left off on, or where you started last. So if I started on my left last or my right last, so it helps keep track. And it times how long you do it, which I really needed because I need to know how long she was feeding for, and it's a really big eye-opener. So I do use that. I don't do the diaper changing part because she doesn't have problems with diapers. Like, she goes regularly, so I don't feel like I need to keep track of that. I am somewhat keeping track of sleeping. Not during the day. It was during the day, but mostly now I'm just keeping track at night, like when she falls asleep, because she kind of falls asleep right away, and how long she's sleeping for, to kind of keep our schedule and to kind of know where I'm at and where she's at. So I do get to time naps. And if she's awake a while and then goes to sleep, then I will time the nap during the day, just so I know we're not going too long. I don't want her to do a 3-hour nap all the time during the day, because then I won't sleep at night. I haven't pumped yet, so I will be doing the pumping record thingy because I want to make it about as often as she feeds. This way I'm not pumping too much, so I know if I do give her a bottle that that's the appropriate amount that she is taking, and I'm not going to overfeed her. There's something I want to say about pumping. So my mother-in-law bought us a pump. So grateful, because I really needed it the first week. And I don't think I talked about this, but the first week I did pump my colostrum, and I did that because one, I wanted to feed it to her just in case she wasn't getting it. So I kind of syringed it in her mouth, which didn't work at all. She spit it all up. So, not spit up, but like she was like pushing it all out of her mouth. But it did show me how the sucking should feel, so it helped me a lot with latching. So if you're having trouble latching, I would recommend try pumping so you can see how the suck is supposed to feel, and where her mouth, it shows you, like, you see how much of your nipple goes into the pumping machine, so you should know how much she or he, whatever your baby is, should be taking in their mouth. Basically, I pinch my boob, and when she gives a wide mouth, I shove it all in there. And that's how I get my latching. Or if it's a shallow latch, sometimes I have my hand under her neck, so I'll take my thumb. So like or the back of her head's right here. I'll take my thumb around her mouth and kind of pull her bottom jaw down and like open her mouth wider. And that has helped too to like fix the latch. So yeah, I've found that it's uncomfortable when she first does it still a little bit. But then she gets going and she gets a better latch going. So give them 30 seconds or so to figure it out themselves. That has helped. I cannot breastfeed in public. I'm not worried about someone seeing me. I could care less. Like, I really cover for other people, like kids and stuff like that, and my son. But covering is not easy. Like, I have found it to be so difficult. And I don't know if it's because we're still working on our latch and I'm still making sure she has a good grip on, and I hold my boob down in the front to help her breathe. I have really big breasts, so I feel like I smother her, so it makes me feel better to hold the front down. And she's dealing with reflux, so like she's having trouble breathing and feeding anyways. So I just feel more comfortable pushing down my boob in the front so her nose is free. So that also takes me looking at her to get that, and then I can cover it. But it's really hard doing it all at once, so I probably would not breastfeed in public. I'd probably go to my car or something just so I can be comfortable doing it. I just don't feel comfortable covering up. Maybe it's the cover I'm using. Maybe I need to research some covers, because the other one's like a scarf one that can go over the car seat as well. But I just feel like I feel like restricted, so maybe I just need to get one that lays over. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, I'm having trouble with that. I do want to make a video about reflux specifically, but I want to talk to the doctor more and kind of get it more under control before I give tips about reflux. And then also, one of my friends suggested I do a video on body image. So I'm actually going to do that today. So I'll be in the same outfit and then doing a whole different video. So you guys will see that about body image and postpartum and how I feel about that. Because I haven't showed my stomach. Or I might do that video tomorrow. I might do it today, but show my stomach tomorrow because I got like really tight pants on today and I don't feel like undressing. Yeah. Like, now I have to contemplate like just showing my tummy. Yeah, I do want to do a whole video on body image. I thought that was a great idea that she suggested that, because she must be going through it as well. She just had a baby. I think her babies are 2 weeks apart. And I know a lot of people must be going through it. She did not gain as much weight as me, and her belly did not get as big as me, but that does not mean her body did not change type of situation, and every pregnancy is different. So I think that's a great idea to do that. So I will be doing that. But that, I guess, is my 2-3 week update. Such a hot mess. I'll tell Patrick to bring Presley and see y'all can see her. But I'll see if he'll say some things, because I'm just so all over the place. She has peed the bed a couple of times while changing her. She has gone to the bathroom, either poop or pee, and I've had to wash the sheets now the past 2 days 4 times. So I think I'm going to get a changing table in her room. Instead, we're not changing her on the bed, because it seems to be more of a hassle than just washing the changing table or the changing mat. We have like one of those mats under her, but it leaks off the sides and goes on the bed, and it's just a hot mess. So I think I'm gonna look into doing that. I put my pregnancy pillow away. My husband must love that. I talked about in my last video, my affection for him came back. It's still there, but like now I'm dealing with having problems with me. Like me personally feeling okay with my body. So I will talk about that with the body image thing. But yeah, I mean, we were talking to his cousin. His cousin's like, do you just like hate him and just like want to blame him? She's funny. She is hilarious. I love his cousin. But I'm the polar opposite, so I know people probably do get the feeling of like, you did this to me, and resentment almost. We've had a couple like arguments, but we've worked through them because we both just get frustrated in a situation with Presley. Like I was frustrated this morning because I had to give her 2 baths and he went and did something, but we've talked through it. But yeah, it's been the opposite where I wanted him near as opposed to getting away from me, or I hate you. He brought her in. Is she sleeping? Oh, there's Sissy girl. Hi. Say hi. This is Presley. She's sleeping again. Do you want to say something? Babe, this video is all over the place. Yeah, it's all over the place. I can't keep my thoughts straight. I can't keep them straight. This is why. Do you just want to say something about postpartum?
No.
Why? You gotta give him your advice, babe. You don't have to be on the camera, you can just talk.
I'm good.
Okay, so maybe he won't give you guys any advice. But I guess that's it. I'm like, I can't think. I feel like I just, like this. That's how I feel. She is. She's so cute. She looks just like Patrick. You can put your face in so they can see she looks just like you. No. She looks just like you. Alright, you guys, so that's 2 and 3 week postpartum update. Until my next video, I will see you guys later. I promise I'll make the next one better and more organized, and I'll write stuff down. Okay, bye! You gotta shut up. Okay.